Hey everybody, Gaming Buddhist here with a sweet new application I've just developed called FGS, or Fantasy Ground Stats. And what it is a chat log parsing tool that gives you statistics on the players in your games. One thing to note, this works really well for DMs. It does not work at all for players. You have to have the DM chat logs for this to work. I'm going to show you what this does first, and then I'm going to go over how to set everything up and show you in detail all the little options that you've got. So, we've got loaded in here Descent into Avernus, a game that I run. It shows the stats for all my characters here. I can filter those stats based on the person, and it's going to update those. I've got attack stats, damage stats, healing stats, kind of like enemy versus you stats, skills, saves, ability checks, miscellaneous stuff. You can filter by session, so if you just want the last session, you can do that. If you want something before that, you can just grab whatever session you like, filter it by the character, and pick what kind of stuff you want. So if you want to rank everybody within that session, you can do that, or you can rank everybody through the entire game. It'll show you the best player that has done each of these stats. You can also check out their dice rolls. So if someone says that they've been really unlucky that night in dice rolls, you can actually see. So if we go to a player, D20s they've rolled 205, average roll of 11.17, so they've actually been lucky in their dice rolls for D20s. You can filter that by date as well, so if they actually want to know what their dice rolls were for that day, you can see all that there. Another thing that I've integrated is a Discord bot, so all of these things your players could have access to through Discord. So if you were to leave this running, you or your players could release the stats by typing things like, if you want to know your last session, if you want the summary for every character for Descent into Avernus, click that. It's going to gather all of that data and display it for your characters. If just your one character wants it, you can do that. You can list, there's a bunch of functions included with this, so players have access to anything that you would have access to through this via commands in Discord. Well, that is what it does. If you're still interested, or if you just purchased this, I will show you how to set everything up. So we are going to clear out these games and close it. And the first time you open this, you'll be greeted with the game setup page. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger just for fun. First thing you'll have to do is select a path to your campaigns folder. So the campaigns folder is in the FG modules folder, which really you should be familiar with it if you get extensions or modules. So if I go into mine, like my modules folder is here, my extensions folder is here, campaigns is also within this hierarchy of folders. You select the folder, select that, and it's going to populate this with all the games that you have in there. You can only select games that, or you can only save games, I should say, that you DM. If you're a player in a game, it will not save. So just take that into note. You have to be a DM to use this, or it won't work. So let's add Descent into Avernus in here. You have to give it an abbreviation. You saw that in use with the Discord bot. It's just to make it so you don't have to type out this entire game name the entire time. So just shorthand it, pick a version, so if you use Unity or Classic, save it, and it'll populate into this game tree. That will populate it into game statistics. Discord bot is a little different to set up. What you would do for that, you would need to go over to the developers page of Discord. So discord.com, sign up for a developer's account. You can use your regular account as a developer account. That's what I did. You would create a new application, give it a name, click create, and that will bring you into something like this. You don't have to really go into much detail here. It has to have a name. That's pretty much it, I think. From there, you go under bot, and there's a spot that says create a new bot. Click that, and it's going to get you a token. So you just copy your token, paste it into this little slot here, click save, and it will update that bot token here. From there, you have to actually invite the bot to your server. So you go under OAuth 2, come down here to bot, click that. I like to give my bots administrator privileges just so that other bots in your Discord server don't block or ban this bot for spam messages. Just saves you the hassle. That's going to generate this link here. So you copy this, paste it into your browser here, and then choose which server you would like to actually invite it to. Click continue, authorize it, and that's it. It's invited in your server, and then once it's in here, you can click the connect button, and it will be up and running to go in there. That will bring that online. There it goes. So you just leave that running for your players, and it is good to go. So as far as the intricacies of FGStats, I'm just going to kind of go over all the different statistics that this gives you. So under attack stats, we've got attacks, like number of attacks, hits out of those attacks, number of misses that you've had, crits, fumbles, hit percentage, crit percentage, fumble percentage, melee and ranged. It breaks the hit percentage down into your favorite attack, so melee or ranged, and your average initiative, and that's with modifier. As far as damage stats go, we've got highest damage to the enemy. Those can be different just because of environmental circumstances. So if you attack something that's not targeted, it's going to count towards your damage, but not your damage to enemy. Average damage per hit will take anything. You have melee, ranged, and magical damage. It'll break all that up and then give you your total damage between them. We've got if the enemy has resisted any of that, then this number will be different than this number, and your total number of kills. Healing stats will be really useful for clerics or other healing characters, paladins, etc. And it'll show you your healing given, average heal given, best heal given, healing received, and average heal received. Enemy versus you stats are very interesting. You've got the number of times you've been attacked, the number of times you've been hit, your evade or block chance, which is pretty cool. How many times, like, this is your chance to remain concentrating if you're concentrating on a spell. Crits received, highest damage received, damage from enemies, and times knocked out. Then after that, we've got all your skill rolls, and this is just the average roll with the ability modifier. You've got your average roll of your saves, your average roll of your ability checks, and then I've got some miscellaneous stats in here like hit dice healing, damage to your friends, how many times you rested, your accumulated coins, along with your wealth in platinum pieces. It's kind of cool to know how much money you've actually earned. You can, like I said before, filter by session, and it'll give you each session's summaries and stuff for that. And you can filter by the name there. There's not too much else to it. We've got this awesome little generate document button. So let's say you've done a ranking for this session. You can generate a little notepad document that you can send or save somewhere for future reference. Hey, that is my app. I hope you guys enjoy it. Cheers.